Hello guys, can you hear me? Hello? Hello guys, can you hear me? That's my first question, just to check whether everything works. Okay, great. So we can wait for other people. I can hear it. Okay, do you hear any different weird voices or just me? Hi Agnieszka, nice to have you here. Okay, so you're okay. Great. I think we can start. Okay, my name is Aleksandra, as you know, and today we're going to have another interesting webinar connecting to business English. And recently we were asked you to prepare something which is connected to the job searching, job interview, job application. That's why I would like to talk about this topic, because it's quite interesting, and I think it will be necessary because we are there's a summer almost, so people tend to change their jobs. Besides, job interview topic is very important, and of course it's also connected to the business communication, so things we used to do recently. So just going through the stuff. Of course, we have to prepare for this process. Do you have an experience with the preparation? What do you usually do when you look for a job? Any tactic, any strategy, anything else? What can you say about it? Like preparing some documents, preparing yourself. What do you usually do? That's the question for you. Yep, look up the company online to know. Exactly, that's the most important part you always have to do, so the research, okay? But before, of course, you do the research of the company you would like to work with, it's really nice to prepare the documents that will be really necessary when it comes to the application process. And that's why, first of all, I would like to talk about them, because it's quite confusing when it comes to names. As you can see, something has changed. Anyway, there's of course CV and resume, and what's the difference actually? Sometimes it's really hard to define those things, because as you can see, CV is more popular in Europe, and we usually use CV for application. But when we look at this case from an American perspective, they will tell you that those things are completely different, because the resume is the thing that we should understand as our European CV. Okay, from American perspective, resume is shorter, is of course tailored to each position that we are applying for, and there is no particular format. I'm sorry for this flag here. When it comes to the CV in the United States, it's really long version of our entire experience that we have. It's of course more detailed, and there is a certain format that we need, and it's of course very important to stick to that. And what else is quite interesting when it comes to this topic? In Europe, we right now we tend to have kind of a mixture of that because we call it CV, but it's actually kind of a resume, but not entirely. But we are going to talk about it. So when you think about good CV or resume, what should be there? Any ideas? In my opinion, for sure, it's supposed to be your contact details, your work and job experience, your education. But what other elements are important from the perspective, from the employer perspective? What is interesting and what is the most important when it comes to the resume? What parts? Any ideas, guys? Okay, so let's go to the stuff we have here. As you can see, I pointed out the most important parts of an example that I found online. So, yeah, just coming back to the previous topic, a short description of us as a professional. So, as you can see, that's exactly these parts, okay? That's this one. There are certain elements that's supposed to be here. Can you identify them? I know that there are headlines here, but on your own words, I mean, what is essential from this perspective? Any ideas? Okay, this part. What's that? Of course, our contact details. We have to provide our name, our phone, email, and anything that might be interesting and might be important from our future boss perspective. Okay, what is necessary to all of those organizational processes. What is really important from our future boss perspective is actually this part. Okay, that's the employment, so that's our experience. Okay, currently our experience is actually more important than even our education. And when it comes to the importance, it's also really nice to provide skills. Okay, so our skills, that's this part. What I found really interesting that people also add many courses or videos that might be necessary from the perspective of our future position. As I said, education, yes, but not alone, and of course languages right now. And what is not really treated with seriously in Poland, so references. Okay, so any recommendations we can have from our past employees, yeah, and what might be really nice to show. Okay, as you can see here, it's kind of a nutshell that I have here. So contact details, profiles, what Łukasz said. So who we are, okay, why we are the best, solution, the best choice to have as a future employee. When it comes to employment, so as I said, that's our experience, personal skills, so everything that might be necessary, that can be interesting, okay, and can be useful in our future job. Attend seminars, so as I said, any certificates that will prove our knowledge, okay? And education, so maybe we can skip the part of our high school, primary school, but the university or the recent one, which will also confirm our higher education. Languages, and this part is quite crucial because we have to be really honest when it comes to this part, because very often it's going to be verified through different tests at the beginning of our job. And any recommendations we can provide to prove our credibility. So that's this part. And when it comes to the application application documents, of course, it's totally up to you which thing you're going to choose, whether it's going to be a CV or resume. It's on your name. Actually, the content is the most important part that has to be there. What else? There's something which we call covering letter or application letter, and actually not really popular in Poland, but the situation has been changed, and right now it's kind of a letter when you're going to sell you, actually. So you're going to present your strengths and why you are the best for this position and why you should be chosen, actually. So don't treat it as only a duty that you have to fill in when you send, but it's really good way to promote yourself, okay, to show how good you are and what you can do for your future company. What are your like strong or what are your advantages, okay, and what you've done before, what can you use right now. When it comes to the structure of really good letter, so of course we always have to put their greeting. So as you can see, that's the address we have to the proper person. So we have to identify the person who is going to be responsible for the application process. Of course, opening. Okay, so where we highlight our advantages, as I said. And of course, we are writing about our past achievements that will influence or probably will influence the decision of HR department of the recruiter who's going to speak with us, okay? Skills, as I said, so everything that may be necessary and useful and will improve your position, okay? When it comes to the closing part, once again, we're trying to summarize our best skills, and of course we provide content information, okay? So once again, we are providing things that really matters for us, okay, to achieve as much as we can. I prepared something for you because you can realize what does it mean to prepare a really good CV and a resume only when you look at really bad samples. Okay, that's why I wanted to show you what you should avoid. Okay, so that's the task for you. Can you open it and can you tell me whether it works first of all? Okay, does it work? The link? Guys, can you confirm? Okay, I can see other people. So, does it work? Okay, my idea was to show you the 3 examples of the resumes, and I wanted you to tell me which elements or what kind of information make it really interesting and make it really valuable. But I'm not so sure. It's working great. Okay. So when we look at those 3 examples, I would like you to decide who would you like to hire actually. Who will be the best candidate? And it will be great if you can tell me why. Okay, why did you make this decision? Take your time. Okay, I think 3-4 minutes will be enough for that. And then we can get back to our topic. Okay. Lukas said that the first candidate is nice. What about number 2 and number 3? Yeah, we are looking for the best candidate, or actually your decision is supposed to be made by the elements of the resume, which is the best one, in your opinion. Imagine that you're the boss, okay, and you need a new marketing specialist, and you have 3 options, and which one is the best? First one, okay. What about the second one? Is it okay? Maybe a third one. Okay, so 2 votes for number 1. Anybody else would like to comment that? Too chaotic. Yep. And what about the third one? I'm really curious about the third one. Yep. Okay, so as you can see, everything depends on a person who's making the decision. I can tell you honestly that the third one was prepared by the HR department in a company somewhere, in international company, so as a template for future employees. The second one was randomly taken from some site, and the first one also I found it on some website. So as you can see, everything depends on the information you put in front, on the content, and of course everything depends on a person who's going to judge. Okay, so that's why I wanted to show you those three examples, because we also need to have a strategy to prepare really good resume or really good CV. It cannot be chaotic. Okay, we have to think how we're going to present ourselves. Okay, that's why I thought it would be really nice to share with you three really useful tools, and you probably know them. The first one is actually graphic creator and not strictly graphic tool, but you can find a really nice template for your resume and you can use it. It's really nice when it comes to any position that will be devoted for graphics or for people who need to show their creativity. And it looks really professional when it comes to other templates that you can find online. Second example, it's in Polish, but it's a free tool when it comes to basic options. Okay. You can create really professional CV and application letter, and you of course can change the language. You can later on click those links and check how does it work. And the last one, it's called international. That's the Europass. It's quite unusual tool that you can use for any application document you need, and it has really nice layout, nice format, and at the end it looks very professional, and you can also find nice guideline there when it comes to different parts of those application documents. So I think it's really helpful. You can try with them. Okay, so when we have our documents ready and somebody called us and we've been invited, so what should we do? How should we prepare for the job interview? First of all, we cannot panic. Okay, that's the worst thing we can do. And of course, as we done with the document, we have to prepare ourselves. Okay, do you have any golden rules what we should do and we shouldn't do before on our job interview? Any experience, any bad experience, positive experience that you have and would like to share? Yep. Read about the company. Yep. That's the first thing we have to do. That's rule number one. Know our city, of course, all of the details. When you write them, you're supposed to know them. But I know it might be stressful, so yeah, preparation. Okay, always. What else? What about don'ts? What we shouldn't do? Dress well, yeah, always. Be late. What about asking questions? Should we ask questions? Yeah, it's okay. We even should ask questions, okay? Maybe not too many, but those most important, yes, of course. I wanted to show you really nice movie about those do's and don'ts. They are quite simple and obvious, but trust me, when you're really stressed, and it's really nice to have kind of a guideline in our mind just to help us to make a good impression. Okay, that's the link for you. There you go. So please watch it and then we can talk about it. Or I can also open it here. Okay. So please click link, watch it. It takes, I think, 3 minutes. And then you can tell me whether you would like to add anything else to this list, okay? It was helpful. Great. Okay. I know that, as I said, they might be obvious, but when it comes to job interview situations, let's say, it's not that easy because we really care about this conversation and we really care about this future job, and it's really easy to make a mistake. Okay, after watching this movie, is there anything that comes to your mind that supposed to be our golden rule when it comes to do's and don'ts? Maybe from your recent or past job interviews. Okay. When it comes to job interviews, really stressful part or maybe really weird part might be open questions that you probably or might right here. I prepared really weird list just to show you um, what should we expect actually. Here you have another link. Okay, it's supposed to okay. Not to apply perfume to your resume. Yeah, my favorite also. People have, sadly, different ideas. Okay, guys, once again, job for you. I found, okay, I really, I've done my job and I found really, let's say, tough questions that you may hear during the interview. Can you pick one or two and try to answer them? Or maybe if something looks weird or even inappropriate, can you comment them somehow? I would like to know your opinion. Okay, does it work? Okay, Agnieszka, your weaknesses. So these are don'ts and do's during the conversation. Okay, guys, when it comes to the job interview, people from HR department tend to use various strategies, various methods and types of, let's say, questioning you. They don't know you. That's why they are trying to use many different psychological ways, solutions, and as I said, strategies to know you. Actually, sometimes trying to ask you really stupid questions or ask you really private things just to figure it out. Where is your like barrier? Where is your boundary? Where when you're going to say no, I'm not going to answer this question, or it's not your business, okay? Yeah, as Katarzyna said, like answering questions concerning family, it's not really professional, let's say, and you're not obliged to answer them according to the law. What is the most typical question that you are probably going to hear? So it's not even a question, that's a sentence. Tell me about yourself. When you hear that, it means that person in front of you expects kind of a presentation. Okay, so that's your 5 minutes. Okay, then you have to present what you can do for this company. What you can, yeah, how do you see your future in the next 5 years? I also love this question. Actually, I once I had this type of conversation, and I answered that in the next 5 years I may not be here. So it's really stupid, but they're trying to figure it out whether do you plan your future, your career, do you think about your development, maybe even you would like to stay in this company. So when it comes to the goal of this question, sometimes they are even reasonable, but as you may see on this list, what do you think of your last boss? Okay, this is really unprofessional, and you're, as I said, you're not even obliged to answer them. Oh, if you could choose any animal, yeah, that's kind of a standard. You can say that you would like to be a tiger, or maybe you would like to be a lion or a monkey, whatever. So there is a kind of a characteristic behind it. Yeah, so people from HR department are really creative when it comes to those questions. But I just wanted to show you that you may be surprised. Okay, it always depends on what strategy the recruiter is going to have. You might be asked about the animals. You might be asked about your future plans, or you're supposed to be asked about your past achievements. Okay, what you've done for your previous company. Okay, and also really nice question. I really like it because that's the question is actually what you can do for our company. Okay, as I said, sometimes we're supposed to treat our recruitation as a kind of a selling. Okay, we are trying to sell ourselves as the best possible candidate. That's why we have to highlight our advantages. Okay, what we can do for our future boss. Okay, to convince him or her to hire us. I've tried to help you with the really useful tips as always, and I found really nice and not common adjectives that might be helpful when we are describing our personality, because that's also part of this process. So we are trying to present ourselves as a person, okay, for this position. So these are highly valuable personal features that companies that they are looking for. Okay, they look for really hardworking people, committed, okay, loyal, and honest, and of course focused. So as you can see, these are not really obvious ones. Moreover, you will be asked about your strengths. Okay, please describe your 3 major strengths. Once again, here you have statistically the most desired among the companies and HR departments. So as you can see, organization. Okay, every single HR a recruiter will tell you that they need a really well-organized person and the ability to multitask. So it means that you're going to do everything what is possible. Perform to a deadline, so it means deliver, okay? Always deliver what you're supposed to do. Solve problems, yes, everywhere. And communication. So once again, coming back to our major skills, okay? Enthusiasm. Of course, it will be hard at the beginning, but you have to be happy that you're here. I'm a little bit joking, but you have to relax. I know that sometimes you really care about this particular job interview, but sometimes it's better to let go, okay? What else can be useful? Okay, that's the last. Oh, yeah. Describing our experience. So remember that you're presenting yourself, okay? And it's always about the perception of the other side, of the person in front of you, okay? So you have to describe your experience, your strengths, and everything what you've done and what you have, okay, and what you know, in such a way that it will be interesting and it will be necessary for the other side, and it will really help you when it comes to the job interview. What I always wanted to show you that you might be also asked about the goals or future plans, as we said. So when it comes to those structures and those expressions, it's always really good to practice them before the interview. So what I would like you to do right now, I would like to tell me a little bit what you remember, okay? What I told you. It's kind of a summary, but I would like to ask you. Okay, let me do the job. First of all, documents, okay? Personal qualities, yeah, of course. When we talk about documents, so think about the form you prefer. It might be a CV or a resume. It depends. It's totally up to you. In Poland, companies tend to have CV, but when it comes to international companies, resume is welcome. Okay. Don't underestimate the covering letter or the application letter, because that's your actually that's a chance to elaborate things that you presented on CV or resume, but you're describing it more in more organized way, and you have a chance to highlight the best things that somehow shouldn't be or cannot be within this resume. What we said, always prepare everything and think about how you're going to be perceived, okay? So before the job interview, don't be late, okay? Dress well. You can once again watch these do's and don'ts. And what I really think is quite nice, you can Google possible answer, or you can Google the recruitment process in each company, because people tend to share their opinions. And it's also nice to maybe chat with them somehow. Yeah, as Kasia mentioned, the background on a company, because you might be asked about various stuff that might be available on the website, for example. So it's also very important to know a little bit about this company, about the sector or market you operate on and what they do. Of course, specific for your future position. And everything is up to you. That's my opinion. And everything depends how you would like to present yourself. And sometimes you have only few seconds to do your best. And when you're prepared, like nothing bad happen. Okay. So I've got some extra materials for you, where you can find really useful things. I mean, common interview questions or really useful phrases that can be used during the conversation, or you can really use when you're writing your CV or letter. Do you have anything to add? Confidence is desired, exactly, passion. Yeah, that's the most important thing, I think, and most important factor that will determine your success. Okay, I will provide you the links here. Oh, I think that's the last one. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for being here today. That was the last. That was our last meeting before the summer. What I can tell you, I wish you the best summer and holiday that you can have. And of course, I would like to remind you that in our school, you can think about really nice courses. And what is really cool right now that when you apply for a course right now, you will have the price and the place in a group will be guaranteed right now, and you will get books, of course, and 3 e-learning courses. I'm so sorry I have nice information here. So once again, thank you so much. Yeah, we organize summer courses. You can check everything on our website. That's the address here. Yep, thank you. You're always welcome, and hopefully see you somewhere, maybe on a job interview. Thank you very much. Bye. Yeah, you too. Thank you. If you have any questions, of course I'm here. You can follow us on Facebook, find more information on website. You can always call us, visit us, send an email, everything you need. Okay, bye guys.